slow in the palmetto sky. Friday night's calling and the towns go quiet. From Doug Shaw Memorial to John McKissick Field, Carolina football, it's the heart we feel. Pickup trucks line up, tailgates in a row, Hyde Stadium's rocking, Abbeville's ready to go. The Sumter Gamecocks charge, Gaffney's standing tall, every small town's dreaming neath the lights of fall. Four-quarter Friday, where the heartbeats pound, Carolina shuts down every town. From the first snap to the final play, we're living for the glory of a four-quarter Friday. In Gilbert, America, the bleachers fill with pride. Cheerleaders shout, the band's playing, no one's staying inside. The boys in pads hit hard, chasing that old dream. Under stadium lights, it's more than just a team. Mamas clutch their programs, daddies yell the calls, grandpas talk of legends in these hallowed football halls. From the low country marshes to the upstate's clay, four-quarter Friday lights the Carolina way. Four-quarter Friday, where the heartbeats pound, South Carolina shuts down every town. From the first snap to the final play, we're living for the glory of a four-quarter Friday. Shaw's roar to McKissick's sacred ground. Hot stadium's fire, you can feel the sound. Sumter Gamecocks fly, Gaffney holds a line. J-Mo run the dang ball, we're screaming for a sign. Rivalries burn bright, the clock's ticking down. On four-quarter Friday, we're the talk of town. When the whistle blows and the scoreboard fades away, the lessons from the field guide us every day. Teamwork, grit, and pride, it's more than just a score. Carolina football's what we're fighting for. From the PD rivers to the upstate's misty hills, four-quarter Friday gives our hearts a thrill. Four-quarter Friday, where the heartbeats pound, South Carolina shuts down every town. From the first snap to the final play, we're living for the glory of a four-quarter Friday. So here's to the Palmetto boys, giving it their all on a four-quarter Friday. South Carolina stands
tall. This is Four-Quarter Friday, hosted by Justin Hall and Steve Hall. Taking a deep dive into high school athletics in South Carolina every Friday morning. Part of the Chief Sports Network.
Welcome to a special episode, a bonus episode. This is part 2 of the North-South series. We got Mickey Wilson, head football coach at Myrtle Beach High School, joining us this morning. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful day here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I enjoy getting on here with you guys.
Man,
When is it not? When is it not a beautiful day in Myrtle Beach is my question.
Well, last Sunday we had a nor'easter come through here, so it
That's
wasn't
fair.
great. But
That's fair. That's fair.
but most of the time, it's a great day in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Now, Coach, did y'all have a pretty rainy game last week against Conway?
No, we were lucky and fortunate. Most of the rain didn't come in till Saturday and Sunday, so we kind of beat the storm. So it worked out great. It was a little windy, which can always, during football can be a little tricky dealing with the wind sometimes, especially if you like to throw the ball. But other than that, we dodged a bullet with the rain and with the storm.
Well, speaking of throwing the ball, Coach, me and you have known each other for almost 15 years now. In my mind, I've always considered you the quarterback whisperer. I mean, coaching Everett Golson, Luke Doty, and a lot of other good players. Tell everybody we're trying to expand the reach for high school coaches and players outside of the normal viewer that's probably watching this show, the coaches and the players themselves. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey thus far in your coaching career.
Well, I've been blessed. I've been at Myrtle Beach High School since 2001. Had the opportunity to start off there as the offensive coordinator under a guy you guys know, Scott Early, who is now director of the South Carolina Coaches Association. And I worked with Scott from 2001 to 2008, and then had the opportunity once Scott left to take another position to become the head coach in 2009. And I've been the head coach at Myrtle Beach High School since 2009, and it's been a blessing. I can't thank the good man upstairs enough. Being in the right place at the right time, and working with some great coaches, and just a great opportunity, and certainly have enjoyed it. We've had a lot of great days at Myrtle Beach High School, and it's a great football community. It's a great football town, and it's been a lot of fun, to say the least.
Coach, I'm just looking here before we get into the actual North-South game. I want to talk a little bit about Myrtle Beach because you're actually the first Grand Strand coach to join us on the program. Closest we got before you was Marlowe over at South Florence. But as I said, that's a Buc-ee's trip and an hour and a half still to go. So just looking at your team this year, you got 3 games left. For folks who don't know, Socastee and Carolina Forest and North Myrtle Beach, 2 of the 3 are at home. And that Carolina Forest game is going to be a big one. I know you're focused on the Braves of Socastee, though. Assess your team to this point. Considering we're 3 games away from playoffs getting started, are you where you want to be as you get close to the playoffs, or you feel like there's still a lot of room for improvement for you guys on both sides of the football?
Well, getting into November, when you get close to November, you want to be playing your best football. We're not there yet, and we've had improvement. Probably not as fast as I would like it to to happen. But we're 5-2. We got beat by 2 really good football teams in Irmo and Sumter, and we've won a lot of close ball games, which is, I think, always beneficial as you move into the playoffs. When you win those close ball games, that's something you can kind of look back on when you get in playoff football. But I would like to be a little better right now, but what coach wouldn't? But the goal is always to come November, December, is to try to be playing your best football and peak at the right time. And we've had some years where we've done that here, so hopefully we can continue in that direction and continue to get better. We got some big games coming up, obviously, as we finish up region play, and we've seen improvement, and hopefully that'll continue.
Coach, tell us now about what it's like as you're going through this process of trying to get your team better and better and trying to get to the playoffs, making sure winning region, all that. That's a whole lot already. And now you're helping the whole state put together one of the best all-star games in the country at Doug Shaw Memorial. Tell us a little bit about how it's like to balance that. It takes a team. So, tell us a little bit about your team that helps you put this thing on in the city of Myrtle Beach.
Well, first of all, Myrtle Beach is a great host. The city does an amazing job of helping us out, and with our venues, whether it's Doug Shaw Stadium, whether it's hotels, whatever the case may be, the city does an amazing job. Myrtle Beach High School is a great host as well. We have a beautiful facility there which we share with the city, and they do an amazing job of getting us ready. I think the biggest thing Steve, is just trying to get most of the work done before this football season actually starts. We try to do a lot in the summertime just to prepare as far as setting up hotels, meals, schedule, all that good stuff. Just we try to knock that out in the summer, and then during football season, we kind of just make sure everything's in place. There'll be a few things come up here and there as we get ready for, December 13th to get here. But it is a little tricky. 1 year we were playing in the lower state championship game, and everything got pushed back a week. And the North South game was the same week as the state championship game. And we, unfortunately, I think that was 2015, if I remember correctly, we ended up getting beat by Midland Valley. But you talk about crazy as you're preparing for, a lower state championship game, and then the possibility of the North South game, happening at the same time if you were to win that game. So it's been some crazy years as far as things like that happening, and the season getting pushed back and rescheduling north south. And but like you said before, Coach Scott Early has been the director of this game before, so he's a big help in as far as getting everything lined up. We have absolutely amazing staff. And we got a lot of people from Myrtle Beach, a lot of people from around the state that come in during the week of North South and just do an absolutely amazing job. And it's nonstop now. When that Monday gets there, the week of, I mean, you don't you don't sleep much, to say the least. But it's an amazing event, and and I think the most important thing with the North South that a lot of people don't think about, is these players coming in. You got 88 players coming in. Some of them who have never been to the Myrtle Beach before, which is kind of cool. And it's about the student athletes, and it's about doing, making the best situation for them and wanting them to have the best time they possibly can have when they come to Myrtle Beach, and that's our goal, 100%.
And for folks who might not be aware, this game's taking place on Saturday, December 13th at noon. One of the best parts about this game, Coach, that I really enjoy is as we talk about it, previewing it, and then as we talk on the high school scoreboard show I do here in the Midlands on Friday nights, we're now getting into Mr. Football territory, where now you can really start to talk about who are the players that are sort of separating themselves out, who are going to be the 4 or 5 finalists selected for Mr. Football. And one of the cool aspects of this event is Mr. Football gets named at halftime. And I think that's just a really astounding and incredible moment for that player, and all the finalists, but specifically the one who wins it, to have that moment as a part of this all-star game that, yeah, I don't know, you don't see that very often, especially in high school. That's just one extra dimension added to an event. You know this, directing this game, and some of us who have been a part of this kind of thing, the more things you put on a game, the more stressful it gets and the more things have to go right. So tell folks about that process and how much fun that is to have Mr. Football be announced at halftime of a game that he could have possibly been selected to play in.
Well, it's always great. It's a huge ceremony right in the middle of the game, so preparing for that as well can be a little tricky. But it's always neat to see those 5 or 7 or 8 guys come out on the field at at halftime, and usually we sit them on the logo on the 50-yard line, and and a lot of emotion there. A lot of kids living a dream, and we've been blessed at Myrtle Beach High School. A couple years ago, we had a guy named Luke Doty, who Steve mentioned before, who actually won that. And as a head coach, that's just, it's amazing. And being in that role as working the North South game, head coach, and then Luke Doty got named, Mr. Football. That was a really cool moment for Myrtle Beach High School and for Luke and just the Myrtle Beach football family in general. But it's just an amazing time, and you get to see 17, 18-year-old kids' dreams come true, and just being a finalist for that is a huge deal as well.
Coach, thanks so much for joining us. We know you got a busy week ahead. Y'all you're getting ready for Sockasty, and it's a big region game. Good luck this Friday. And by the way, you might have noticed some of the reference in the intro song to Doug Shaw Memorial. And I know you got a hell of a social media guy and graphic designer guy on your staff. Give a shout out to him. But we got to get some B-roll footage so we can put that in the video.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Kevin Collier is one of our football coaches, and he does an amazing job with all our social media stuff. And we'll definitely get him moving in the right direction. He's actually an assistant principal now, so he has his hands full as well. So, but he does an amazing job. Also helping with this game and with our social media for Myrtle Beach High School and the social media for the North-South game. So he does a tremendous job, and we'll get him pointed in the right direction.
Well, one more tidbit for our viewers out there: if you haven't been to this game, and Coach, correct me if it's going to be any different this year, but y'all have one of the funniest PA announcers in all of high school football. Let's give a shout out to him.
Yes, Mikey McCoy. So Mikey McCoy, interesting story about Mikey. Mikey played at Myrtle Beach High School when I was offensive coordinator. So he played there, played center and defensive end, went on and played a little bit of college football, walked on in South Carolina, had some success there. But he always comes back. He actually works in the upstate now, but he comes back and does the North-South game, and he's absolutely amazing. He does a tremendous job at that, and we always like seeing him come back to Doug Shaw, and I know he enjoys it as well. And it's always a fun time. Like you said, we got Mr. Football at halftime. We've had some great games, some close games, and it'll be exciting. And we're certainly looking forward to December 13th for sure.
If you guys want more information about this game, go to touchstoneenergybowl.com. If you want to buy some tickets for that game, just hit the ticket button. They've got previous Mr. Football winners, game history. I went back and looked at the first game ever played in the North-South game. The final score was 8-7. Long gone are the days of an 8-7 kind of game when it comes to an all-star game. But get your information there. The Touchstone Energy Cooperatives Bowl, the North-South game, as we all call it around here. We're excited for it, Coach, and best of luck the rest of this season, and go get them in the playoffs too.
Thank you guys for having me. You guys are doing a great job, and thank you for everything you do for high school football.
Thanks, Coach. See you later.
Thank you, guys.
It's football season. The Barn Dominium Company wants to help you build your dream home with your dream space to watch the games and entertain your friends and family. Make your dream a reality. Visit thebarndominiumco.com. That's thebarndominiumco.com for floor plans, photo galleries, locations, and to learn more about us.
Oh man, the building is on fire.
Emergencies and accidents happen. When you're in the middle of a fire or water event, all you want is for things to return to normal as soon as possible. Resto Pros of the Midlands is with you, guiding you through the process and working with you to get your home or office back in working order. They'll answer your questions, discuss procedures, and can act as your advocate when it comes to processing your insurance claim. Resto Pros Midlands SC.com. Open 24/7 when you need them. Quality that is guaranteed.
When playing sports, you want a coach that will fight for you. At Hewitt Diamaduros Law Firm, we've got your back. Whether it's personal injury, insurance disputes, negligence, or wrongful death, our team delivers exceptional legal services that makes meaningful difference in the lives of the individuals and families we work for. Visit hdlawsc.com. hdlawsc.com. Hewitt Diamaduros, we're on your team.
Check the statewide high school scoreboard every Friday night on the Chief Sports app.
Welcome back to Four Quarter Friday, part of the Chief Sports Network. Let's talk ball.